Welcome on back to Skippers. The 3 players I have picked this week for must add in week 24 are ugly. I'll say it right now. But here we go into the 3 players. First player this week is going to be Elvis Andrews of the Chicago White Sox. He is 45% rostered, hitting .254, 13 homers, 50 runs batted in, and 10 stolen bases. How in the hell is Elvis Andrews good again? He's now batting .371. He is 26 for 70 with 5 home runs in his past 17 games and is hitting .313 since joining the White Sox in mid-August. Somehow he's just hitting leadoff for this team, I guess, because Tony La Russa is kind of brain dead, but this is seemingly working out. It makes sense for you guys to just ride a hot hand like Elvis Andrews at this part of the season if you need help at the shortstop position or like a utility spot if you have that as well. He's hitting .313, like I said, with the White Sox, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs, and only 99 at-bats in Chicago. And somehow he's running the best weighted runs created plus. Holy shit, I fucked that one at 110 at this point. It makes no sense how Elvis Andrews is still good, but for fantasy right now, I don't know if he's available on your wire, why you wouldn't be picking him up. He's getting tons of opportunities hitting at the top of the White Sox lineup, and he's still stealing bases. Like, he's doing everything you need to do in fantasy to be relevant. So I'm reluctantly, but I'm doing it. I am picking up Elvis Andrews. The second player this week is Albert Pujols of the Cardinals, 34% roster. He's hitting .266, 18 home runs, 50 runs batted in, and just a lonely 1 stolen base. He's been on a tear in the second half of the season on his run to 700 home runs, as we all know. But as long as the Cardinals keep ahead in this division, I think he'll get a lot of run at the end of the season and even more relevant. I saw he's played the last 6 games, so he's getting into games at this point. He's not really that much of a platoon option as he was at the start of the season, but he's running the highest hard hit percentage and barrel percentage in his last 8 seasons, hitting .284 against fastballs, which he sees 53.1% of the time, and 14 of his 18 home runs come against fastballs. In the second half of the season, he has a weighted runs created plus of .210, a weighted on-base average of .469, and an ISO of .391, paired with an OPS north of 1100. Again, it was totally not consistent playing out at the start, but I feel like if he gets out in front here a little bit more for the Cards, they're just going to let him play, try and get 700 home runs, and they have a fairly easy schedule to end the season. I believe they have the Pirates for 6 games to end it all off. So at this point, I'm picking up Albert Pujols. And finally, a player who's not 50 years old, I am picking up Kyle Farmer of the Reds. He's 27% roster, .267, 11 home runs, 66 runs batted in, and 4 stolen bases. Again, at this point of the season, if you are struggling with injuries, having Kyle Farmer available, who has shortstop and third base eligibility, can be valuable to you on your fantasy teams. He just continues to plug along. He offers you as a fantasy manager a solid batting average, an occasional home run, but he doesn't have a ton of ceiling, but he isn't going to tank your batting average as well. So far this month, Kyle Farmer has a weighted runs created plus of 147, a weighted on base average of 318. Farmer has an expected batting average, K percentage, and whiff percentage all over the 80th percentile. These aren't pretty pickups, but I think these are 3 guys that can help you get the job done. So I'm picking up Kyle Farmer. Thank you everyone for watching. Keep subscribing, joining the Discord, and I will see you guys next week.